Now we are in the big bad big page, which is all the biggest of the winners, and this is the part where we have been waiting for. Now we are not covering the actress in a supporting role because we have honestly not seen Laura Dern in Wild.
And unlike the Oscar committee, we actually prefer seeing our movies before we comment on them. Right?
Actually, and I cannot compare with all honesty without having seen any of these performances. Now we come to actress in a leading role.
By the way, me saying that the Oscar committee does not watch the movie that it's nominating is because that actually did happen, and you can browse through the articles in the past where a certain movie was nominated by all the panel members despite half of them actually not having watched it, purely because it had someone they had heard about being great at it. So that's where lobbying takes place, and we don't want to be a part of it. We purely want to judge the movies that we have actually seen.
I think Meryl Streep comes to mind. Every time she's in a role, she wins. So that's not fair. Anyway, now we are coming to actress in a leading role, and the nominations are Marion Cotillard for 2 Days, 1 Night, Felicity Jones, The Theory of Everything, Julianne Moore, Still Alice, Rosamund Pike for Gone Girl, and Reese Witherspoon for Wild.
Alright, Rosamund Pike is an actress I always thought had a lot of potential, and when I saw Gone Girl, she is the only person in the entire movie who's actually pulled the entire movie through. Her performance is what makes and breaks the movie entirely. Her performance is the one thing worth watching for in that movie. So she is the strongest contender for the Oscar this year. But I think the woman who would actually beat her is Julianne Moore from Still Alice. Julianne Moore is a brilliant actress, no doubt about it. But the character she's played in Still Alice as a fully functioning woman who turns into a patient who has Alzheimer's, and the struggle that she goes through, and the struggle exaggerating, and her emotional breakthroughs through it, her emotional triumphs and downfalls. She's given a range of emotions that none of the other actresses on this list have. Okay, Rosamund Pike plays a bitchy psycho woman all throughout the movie. That is one role. She held one role, played it all great shit. She performed it brilliantly well. But nothing beats the absolute range of emotion and characterization that Julianne Moore has played in Still Alice, and that is why I think she truly deserves the Oscar for Best Actress this year.
Look, Reese Witherspoon has come a long way from Legally Blonde to Wild, in which she goes on a nature trail hike. But having said that, I think any of these other actresses could have pulled off that role, maybe even better. So
you know what? I feel Reese Witherspoon's Oscar nomination in Wild is a bit like Tom Hanks' Oscar nomination in Castaway. You'll be nominated purely because you've hogged the entire screen time.
Right? You know what? Here's how I see how the Oscars should and shouldn't be won. I would picture the other actresses in that same role and see how well they would have done.
Yeah.
Julianne Moore would have done the Wild. Okay. Rosamund Pike. Anyone else could have done it. But having said that, could anyone else have done Julianne Moore
in Still Alice? No way. That role is brilliant.
Maybe Marion Cotillard could have a shot at it.
It's a dream role. It's a dream role for Julianne Moore. I think the script was written for Julianne Moore. The way it's written, it's brilliant. And she is just that character. She is perfect for that role, and she will take away the Oscar this year. I'm bloody confident of it.
And the expert opinion is Felicity Jones, and I call complete hogwash on that. That lady has done decently in that role, but that's it, just decently. At any point of time, my eyes were stuck on Eddie Redmayne, and this woman was there. She was good.
Yeah,
but she does not deserve an Oscar
absolutely
for that.
Like a third leg in the movie. If you actually see the movie, hearing everything, she's a third leg in the movie.
It's between, I mean, the hero of the movie is the wheelchair.
Yeah.
And Eddie Redmayne. So wheelchair, Eddie Redmayne wins the Oscar.
Yeah, but you also have to consider the fact that Eddie Redmayne's performance absolutely overshadows her to a level that her performance is reduced to nothing. Alright? So, but still, even if you take that into consideration, she doesn't cut across being better than Julianne Moore in Still Alice. So, we come to the same point again.
But here's why Julianne Moore may not win. There's one counterpoint to it. She was in Seventh Son, the movie, where she completely phoned it in. It just released 2 weeks before the Oscars, and sometimes Oscars does take it into the consideration. It has happened with some actors before, like Eddie Murphy in Bowfinger. He lost his Oscar that year because of that movie. You never know. Unlikely, but possible. I just wanted to throw it out there. In case she loses it.
The performance is too stunning to be ignored.
No, but you know what? Just in case she loses it and people call us on our bullshit, I put it out there. So
All right.